So, welcome everybody. My name is Rachel Waterman. I am the CEO and founder of GEMS. I am a grant writer just like you, and I know your pain, and I've been in your shoes. And I got to a point where I knew me and my team were headed for burnout. So, we enrolled the support of some amazing software developers to figure out a solution so we didn't have to wake up in the middle of the night in a sweat anymore, trying to rely on spreadsheets to manage all of the balls in the air that we were managing for multiple clients and multiple applications and LOIs and reports. And so GEMS was born of our own need, and we are here to share it with you too. So let's get started, everyone. Welcome to our live demo and Q&A. So you all know, as grant writers, that every year the pressure is on us to bring in more money, right? There's never a year that our client or our executive director or development director comes to us and says, you know what, this year we need less money. Doesn't happen. So we are constantly under pressure to bring in more money. It is a high stress position, and the only way to bring in more money is either to bring in new funders every year or to bring in bigger awards from our current funders. And so I'm here to tell you that in order for you to bring in more money from new funders, you need to manage that money really well, right? I mean, bigger awards from current funders, you need to manage the money you get right now really well. And in order to bring in money from new funders, it means you need to add work to your workload. And so the only way to manage all of these increasing deadlines is to have a system. So one of my famous lines is, you can't scale without system. Here I'm sharing with you what I call my grant writing hierarchy of needs. And you see on the bottom, what brings a lot of people to GEMS is just the need to never miss a deadline again. And that's great. We're here to take that stress off you. But GEMS will give you so much more than just keeping you from missing deadlines. It's going to give you the opportunity to quickly find funder information, your favorite answers that you've written, your submitted proposals, logins and portal logins. Anybody else besides me have login phobia? Finally, you have a place to keep all that, your client conversations. So you'll be able to find things quickly, which means you can respond to requests for proposals quickly. You can respond when funders call you on the phone unexpectedly, and you're like, oh my God, what do we ask for? How much do we ask for? What it was to pay for? You can find all of that information super quick. You can always look and be very organized for your funders and for your clients. So GEMS is going to bring a level of professionalism to your grant writing and your grant management. It's going to help you effectively communicate with your teammates because you can all be in the account together. Also, GEMS is the only grant management product on the market that will allow you, if you're a grant consultant, to manage multiple grant portfolios in one account and even give each of your clients access to their scope of work. So I like to say that it reduces what I call unnecessary questions. You all know what I'm talking about, that like, do you have a copy of that grant we submitted? Or do you know when it was submitted? Or when is the report due? Or how much did we ask for? And all those questions that we're constantly fielding. Imagine a world where you didn't get any of those questions from your clients and supervisors, and how much more could you get done if you weren't being distracted with unnecessary questions. So GEMS gives them access to the system too, and they can find that information on their own. It will help you refine your grant management procedures and protocols so that every step of the granting process, you're putting into place protocols that will help you elevate the professionalism and the quality of your grant writing and grant management. And all of that comes together to increase our grant revenues. So let's get right into it. I'm excited to share with you GEMS. Those of you who are GEMS users, if I miss something and you want to chime in, feel free. And if you have questions, again, just put a double asterisk in front of your question to make it easier for Heather to find. And we will make sure that we answer all of your questions. And I apologize if you can hear buzzing in the background. I'm in the middle of a rainstorm in Brazil and I have no power and I'm running on generator to do this workshop. So I apologize if you can hear the generator buzzing in the background. But we grant writers, nothing will stop us, right? So we know how to overcome hurdles. So let's talk about grant management through the grant seeking cycle. So one of my pet peeves is that people use the word grant management to mean a lot of different things. And so I want to make sure we're all on the same page. For first and foremost, we are talking about grant management for grant seekers. So if you are a grantor and you are looking for a software solution to manage your grant application process, GEMS is not for you. You're in the wrong workshop. You can send us an email and we can support you in another way and maybe provide you with some recommendations. But today, GEMS is about grant seekers. So it is a management software to help you manage all those balls in the air of all your LOIs, your deadlines, your communications with funders, and etc. Now, one more important thing about grant management is that grant management is not a task that exists only post-award. That's really important. Good grant management starts when you're doing funder research. How many people have had that experience where you do funder research and then you're not really sure why the funder is on your list and you got to go look it up again, or you didn't write down all of the information that you needed about that funder and the grant opportunity. And now you're having to retrace your steps down a rabbit hole and you're trying to figure out that information. So good grant management starts right then. It starts at the funder research point stage and it goes all the way through post-award management. And we're going to show you how GEMS can support you throughout that grant seeking cycle. Okay, here we go. I hope you guys are excited as I am. So GEMS, I'm going to switch over. I'm going to give you a quick demo of the software, and then we'll come back to talk a little bit about our slideshow. So here we go. Okay. And as you see, I've logged into my GEMS and it drops me off on my dashboard. Now, my demo account, they're really on it. They don't have anything coming due in the next 30 days, but I am going to just really quickly open a task and I'm going to change the deadline and I'm going to show you how quickly that it pops up for me. Boom. Now you can see on my dashboard, all of my tasks coming due in the next 30 days, that's down here. Anything that's past due, you shouldn't have any of those. Shame on our demo account. And any recently left comments. Now, I can see what I have to do, but I can also see what everyone else on my team is doing. So I can see any past due follow-ups. So follow-ups might be things like reports or site visits or a phone call I need to make. And I can see any follow-ups coming due in the next 30 days. Heather, if you have a chance to log in, maybe you could run a time tracker and people will see that pop up too, if you can. And then I can also see any tasks that are assigned to my teammates. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to assign this to someone else really quickly. And now you can see, I can see my teammates' tasks as well. So this is really great. If you are working with multiple clients, they also will get their dashboard. They can see what you're working on for them. They can see if anything's assigned to them. This helps keeps your whole team on the same page. Now, one other thing that's really exciting about GEMS is that everything is clickable. I think I made up that word. Just go with it. Go with it. Clickable means if I click on it, it's going to take me to the information that it refers to. So I have a task coming due. Oh, I moved it to someone else. I want to see what this task is. There we go. one of my teammates just popped into the system, and I can tell that this person is working on the California Department of Education School Gardens Initiative grant. So let's say I need to go check on that for some reason. I can click on it, and it's going to take me right back to it. Now, this is a grant record. So each of the grant opportunities we work on will have a record that looks like this. This one happens to be due in a couple of days, and it's due at midnight. And it's in progress, or maybe that's our day that we want to submit it, because it does say it's got a rolling deadline. So this one is flexible. It's in progress. It's assigned to me. I better get on it. It's due in 2 days. Now I can see which client it's for. So those of you who will be working for one organization, you'll see your organization's name in this box. But those of you that work with multiple clients, you will be able to toggle between your different clients. So this one happens to be for my client, the Green Earth Society, and it's for their project called Let's Plant. You're able to classify every grant opportunity for the type of project that you're funding, area that you're asking money for, which is great. Gives you another level of categorization, especially when it comes time to do reports. Oh, by the way, that's another thing I didn't tell you. With GEMS, you don't have to do reports anymore. So that's a huge time saver. And I'll show you why, because GEMS does your reports for you. Okay, I can see my funder, California Department of Education, and I can see what kind of a task it is. This one happens to be an application, but it could be coaching or an LOI. It could be a report. It could be anything, a site visit, but we're going to leave it where it was. It's an application. So here's my funder information. I can edit it right from here. You see this one doesn't have any contact name. That's why it's not showing up there. I've got my portal and my website. I've got some customized tags so I can categorize my funders, and I can drag and upload information on my funders. So if I want to save their 990 or an annual report or any information about my funders, I have a dedicated space to save that document. You can save your login information here, and then get this, watch how exciting this is. If you put that information in and you click here, it will take you directly to the portal. No, it's a bad portal. Let's see if the website works. Uh-oh. All right, I'm going to get you a better one. All right. So, in fact, let's save this and let me show you how you find submissions. So this tab over here is where you would find any submissions that have already been in. Now, every time you create a grant task and you upload documents into it, it will automatically generate a file folder for you and upload those documents. So here, very quickly, I can find all of my files. I can sort by my clients, right? And then I can see which documents are in my files. Now, I'm going to just, because I don't like how that went on the last one, I'm going to find my Bank of America, and I'm going to click on it. I want to get back to my Bank of America record. And now I'm going to show you, because I know this portal works, that if you put the portal in, it's right there for you, which is great. So you don't have to keep a bunch of Post-it notes all over, or, be remembering this stuff. The other thing that's really great is anyone from your team, if they're working on this or they need to get in, maybe you're not available, no more grant emergencies. Anyone else from your team can get in, and they can check on things. All right, so it allows us to put how much we want to request. It also puts how much is awarded. We can put when it was awarded, what the grant period is, and I'm able to put in an unlimited number of follow-ups. So I can track all of my reports that are due, when the grant agreements need to go in. I can save copies of those documents. I can leave comments. I'm going to leave a comment. I'm going to say, hi, everybody in the live demo. Did I spell it right? I always spell wrong when everybody's watching me. There we go. And I can send messages. I can send messages to one person on my team or everyone on my team. And when I send a message, it pops up as a notification in the app and it sends an email to me. So even if I'm not logging into the app regularly, I'm going to get an email about the message that I just sent. So I'm going to save that real quick. I'm going to run you back to the dashboard. If you ever get off the dashboard, you can come back to it right here. And I just want to show you that also any recently left comments pop up on the dashboard. So you see, this is the comment I left. Hi, everybody in the live demo. There we are. And guess what? If I want to get back to see what that is in reference to, I just click on it. So the grant record is going to keep all of the information about your grants, and then they're super easy to find. So I showed you submissions. I'm going to just show you a couple other things that are really excited about our submissions tab. One is most of our tabs have a fast search button. So if I am looking for that Bloomberg application, let's say they just called, I can pull it up really quickly. If I need to grab a document, I can find it that way. If I need to get some other information, I can just click on it. It will take me back. But here's where it gets really excited. We also have a feature, it's called our Smart Search feature, where you can actually search the content of your entire filing cabinet. So let's say you're writing a new application and there's that sustainability question again, and you're like, oh my goodness, I just wrote this, but I don't remember what application I wrote in. It was the perfect answer. I didn't remember to save it in my library, which I will show you in a moment. So you can come and you can search for it. So the Smart Search will find any text by keyword that you that's in a PDF or a document, and it will pull up every single document that shows that word, and it will show me the key phrase. And then when I find the right document, all I have to do is click on it and open it up, and I've got my information, and then it's available for me to cut and paste and keep on writing. So you're already seeing how I can find things quickly, how I'm not going to miss my deadlines, how I can write my grants more quickly. You're already seeing a lot of the features of GEMS. Let's go on real quick to our funder platform. This is where all of our funder information lives. You can see, again, if I'm managing multiple clients, I can toggle between their funders. The funders are firewalled, so you can put information in one client's funder. It will not show up in the others. And we have call logs. So if I click on here, I can see what conversations I'm having with my funders. I can print them out to share with other people, and anything I write, I'm just going to do jibber jabber because I'm talking. And when I hit save, it adds it to the top of the list. So this is a really quick and easy tool to keep track of your conversations with funders. I'm just going to delete that one. And then you can batch upload funders, you can batch download funders, you can filter by tags, you can print those records up to 200 at a time. So it's a very versatile system. All right, now let's go on to reports. And again, if you have any questions, feel free. So for reports, I'm going to pull up my single and supported client, and I'm going to look at the whole year. Now we've got 100% success rate for them. How about another client? Let's see. Now this client, we've got one grant that's denied, we've got one that's pending, and we've got 12 that have been awarded so far this calendar year. Now, these 12 that have been awarded represent $3.3 million. This is the same data. It's just showing it to you based on number of proposals versus dollar amounts. So these charts are automatically generated from the information that you put in about each of the grants that you're working on. So, and again, your clients or your supervisors, they have access to the system. So you don't need to generate reports anymore. You just need to show them where to look at them. So, and what did I tell you in the beginning? Everything in GEMS is clickable. So what if I want to look at what are those 12 grants that were awarded? I just click on it. It's going to give me the whole list. It's going to show me how much was collectively requested, how much was awarded. Let's say I need to get back to that Bloomberg application again. All I do is click on it and it takes me back to the grant record. All right, I'm going to take you back. Same thing. If I want to see the pendings, there's only one, but I can take a look at it. Okay. Next, I have an automatic chart of tasks by status. So I can see what's going on. So for this year, I see I've still got 1 to do, 2 in progress, 1 pending, a denied, identified. And if I want to click on it, again, it's going to give me that information. So it's super simple and easy to use, very intuitive. No confusing bells and whistles, just what you really need to get the work done. Next, you can look at each task by its status according to the funding program area. So for the Green Earth Society, we've got a few different programs. We've got a tree project, a planting project, a community gardens project, and a community cleanup project. And I can see what's going on for each of those program areas. Now, this is actually one of my favorite charts. Why? Because when it's time to do strategic planning, instead of beating your head against the wall with a spreadsheet for days, you can just look at this and change the time period to look ahead. And very quickly, you can see, do I have, purple means identified, do I have sources identified in every one of my funding areas? If you don't have enough things on your schedule. Or do I have things to do, which is yellow? So you can instantly see, if you're looking ahead, do I have yellow and purple for every one of my program areas? If I don't have enough things in my scope of work. I don't have enough things in my pipeline. And that means 6 months, a year from now, we're not going to have enough money in. And this is something that's really hard to get a view of using a spreadsheet or other systems. So this is a really fabulous chart. Now, again, it's clickable. If I want to click on it, I'm now looking at everything for this time period, for this client, for this funding area. And I can see all of the applications in play. So here we go. 2 more pre-populated charts. This one is projected, requested versus awarded. So it's also giving us the breakdown by funding area, the same funding areas as here, but it's telling us how much did we ask for and how much did we get. So you can see very clearly if you have a particular funding program area that's being more successful at getting that money in than another. And then the last pre-populated chart is our funders. Now, this one is telling us that we have 10 funders in our database, and in this time period, 5 of them have given us awards. So if I click on it, it's going to show me which grants were awarded by that one funder. So this is essentially a funders report. And again, just like I've shown you before, if I click on it, it will take me back to the record. I can see my comments, I can see my documents that are uploaded, and I can also see my time tracker. Now, the time tracker is a special feature in GEMS. If I'm ever working, whenever I'm working on a grant, all I have to do is click here to start the time tracker. Your clients, if you have the premium version, if you're a grant writing consultant, your clients will not see your time tracker. So if you finish in 10 minutes or 10 hours, that's for you to know. Now, the time tracker was built less as a billing support and more as a productivity tool, so that you know, are you pricing the work properly? Are you distributing the work properly? Are the right people doing the right tasks? You know, efficiency in this business is key. So the time tracker is going to help you know how long each person takes to do each kind of task, and how long did that grant take us collectively to produce? And was it worth it? So it gives you that power in making decisions of where your ROI is best. So I'm going to leave my time tracker running. I can actually close out of the grant and it's going to stay running. If I need to get back to that grant record, I just click on it and it'll take me back to it. Now, one thing I like a lot about GEMS is it has the feature where I can duplicate a grant record. So if you're like me, years ago, at the end of the year, I used to have to sit there with all my spreadsheets and sort by those that were awarded and sort by those that were pending and figure out which of the ones are pending I thought were going to come in so that I could build my next year's scope of work, right? I want to add all the ones that were awarded, pull out the ones that were awarded, but they don't let me reapply, add the ones that are pending that I think are going to come in and I probably want to apply again next year. Well, none of that exercise, you don't have to do any of that anymore. That's out the window. Because with GEMS, when you get a grant that's awarded, all you have to do is come here and hit duplicate the task. It's going to create a new grant record for you. It's going to mark it to do. I'm going to need to change my due date. I'm going to say it's for next year. It gives me a copy of the title. Now, your naming conventions are going to be the way you want to do it in your, this one's a spelling error. I'm going to fix that. Now, you'll notice that my time tracker is cleaned out. My files are all cleaned out. My follow-ups are cleaned out. And my comments are cleaned out. Why? Because this is next year's record. And it's creating that record for me. And but it pulls my funder information there so I can see what my conversations are. I still have the link to the portal. I don't have to add that in again, the link to the website. And all I have to do is hit save. Now that's this year's, right? But I'm going to search by Bank of America. It's going to pull up my Bank of America grants. And now I'm going to change my deadline, my data search, and you're going to see that my to-do ones pop up. This is the one that I've just made now. So it's already in my to-do list for next year, and I didn't have to rack my brain to make sure it's there. All right, so let's go back to this year's proposal. I'm going to say I'm done working for now, so I'm going to stop my time tracker. Now, when you stop your time tracker, it asks you what you were working on. So this is really great because I can keep track of what I'm working on and I can see how long things take. It does allow you to mark stuff as either billed or not billed. If you're doing pro bono work, or if you find yourself doing work that for some reason isn't going to get compensated, you can keep track of it. And at the end of the year, you come to your time tracker and you can very easily, for this client, for this year, I can see, oh, this one didn't have any unbilled. Let's see if one of my other clients had any unbilled. I can see how much I have that's not billed, and I can, in 2 seconds, prepare a letter for my client to sign to give me for my taxes to show my pro bono contributions. It's amazing, super fast. Also, in the time tracker log, I can search by not only by my clients, but by a particular program area. So I can see how much time did we spend on working on the community gardens project? How much time did one of my subcontractors work? How much did they work this month? This one didn't work any. So I have the ability to filter by client. What if I want to see how much work did the whole firm do? I can do that too. And I have my answers. And then for each one of them, each of my grants, I can see who worked on the grant. I can see the total amount of time spent on the grant. I can see what they did, what they were working on, and how long it took them. Okay. All right. So let's move on. Ready? Here's our work plans. This is your client profiles. This is where you put in all that information about each of your clients. Super easy. You can put in your projects here. And we have this little secret spot right here where you can keep track of all sorts of information about your organization. All that stuff that you have on an agency cheat sheet, or you've got in Post-it notes all over your desk. Now you can keep it here. Contact information, staff information, outcomes information, 990 information. It can all be stored here. Login information, you can do hyperlinks. This is a great cheat sheet so that everything is at your fingertips. And then the best part is other people can be as productive as you are. I remember for a long time in my consulting firm, I didn't have any help. And it wasn't because people didn't want to help me. It was because it took me longer to explain to them how to do things than it did for me to just do it myself. But that kept me in a place of not growing. But with everything in GEMS, my team can be productive. They know where to find information. And I don't have to do everything myself now. And I'm able to grow my consultancy, grow my client base, grow the number of proposals I can get done because I'm not the only one doing the work anymore. All right. So now I'm going to bring you to the library. If you're excited and you want to learn more, you can sign up for another demo. I'm going through things a little quick because I have a lot to show you. The library, this is one of my favorite features in GEMS. Now, the library is where you can store anything you want. So I like to store research articles here. I like being able to, here, I'll show you how it works. So you say new item, you're going to pick which client it's for. I'm going to make it for the Green Earth Society. I'm going to title what it is that I'm saving. I'm going to say it's a best practice research article. You would probably name the topic. Now, as soon as I put in the title, it allows me to upload a document. And that's why I love this for research articles, because here I can upload a PDF copy of it. I can make a link to it online. And I can write in here those quotes and golden nuggets and statistics that I always pull out of this article, and I can save it and I can have it at my fingertips. Now, one of the really great things about the library is that anything that you put inside there, it gives you the character count and a word count. So in my office, I like to save things like my 500 character mission statement, my 1,500 character mission statement, my 2,500 character mission statement, and my unlimited character mission statement. I can find all of those quickly. I just type in mission. They're all going to pull up, and I can pick the one that's the approximate size that I'm looking to work with, and I can start tweaking and editing right from there. So it's super easy. Storing client data. Typically use attachments like 990s and audits and organizational charts and staff bios. All of those things can be stored here in your library, and you can find them at the touch of a button. All right, let's see. You've got some team controls. Now, if you are a staff writer with an organization, you are going to have just an internal team. That's everyone at your office is going to be able to work together. If you are a consultant, you are going to want to get the premium version, and that will give you the power of having external users. Now, external users get access only to specific scopes of work. So this client only has access to the Igniting Arts and Culture scope of work. I don't want my clients to see each other's stuff. So this gives me the capability of assigning my clients access only to their work plan or their scope of work. So external users will have access to their own dashboard, which I have skipped over, which is our task panel. I'm going to show you that soon. The submissions that I showed you, the funder portfolio, and the reports. Clients do not see Time Tracker. They will not see your work plan, and they will not see your library. Those are private to your internal team. for you to use and store your bits of magic. Okay, so I'm going to go back now to the task panel. Now, why did I skip over it? I skip over the task panel because I like to show it last, because for me, the task panel is the heart of this software. And I want to make sure that your eyes have adjusted to looking at what you're seeing so you can really understand what we're looking at. Now, the task panel is essentially your to-do list in the sky. Anything highlighted in green has been awarded. Anything red is coming due or is past due. Now, right now we're looking at, we've got a filter on for Bank of America. We're looking at the whole year. Every day when I come into work, I click on the next 3 months and I like to see what's coming up. What do I have due? Oh my God, this is due tomorrow. I better get on it. Oh, it's assigned to someone else. Now, what you can do here in the task panel is you can, I'm going to just give myself a bigger date range so there's more data so I can show you. In your task panel, everything automatically lines up by due date. However, you can sort any one of these columns. So you can create sorts, and you have a number of filters to get at the information you're looking for quickly. First, I can filter by client or work plan. I can filter by user, and I can filter by statuses. I can also hide or show follow-ups. So now all these blue entries are actual tasks. They are main tasks. Typically, they're going to be applications or an LOI or some other main task that you're doing. However, for each of your tasks, you are allowed an unlimited number of follow-ups. These are what follow-ups look like. They're black. When a follow-up is checked off as being done, it will ghost out and it'll show done. So immediately I can tell if I have outstanding work. I can see what's coming due. I can see what's been done for me and for anyone else on my team. So it's a great management tool. It's a great tool to assign work. You can even assign things to your clients. So I showed you the fast search button. It works the same as anywhere else. So if I hit California, it's going to pull up all of my California. And then through this system of filters and sorts, I can really create any custom report that I want, and I can download it from the screen to a CSV. So if you want to compare this year to last year, or you want to you're doing a staff evaluation and you want to pull up just what that staff person has worked on, you can do that and you can download it to a CSV. Now, this is what we call our list view. This is the same information, but in a status view. Now, remember what I said, everything in GEMS is clickable. So if I want to get back to this First Horizons Foundation LOI, I just click on it and it will take me back to the grant record. Okay, so you have a list view, you have a status view. Oh, and by the way, we've got some extra statuses. We've got completed, suspended, and denied. But if you don't want to be reminded about those things, you can click them off. And we have a calendar view. Same exact information, same exact filters. They are clickable, just a different view. So we find that some people are list viewers. I'm a list viewer. Heather, who's on the line with me, she's Heather, are you calendar or are you status? I know you're not list.
I like the calendar.
Heather likes the calendar. So everyone sort of has their own way of learning and thinking. And so these different visuals really help with that. So, oh, you can do batch uploads of tasks. So when you get the software, if you've got like a big Excel that you're already trying to manage, you can upload it and get it right in. So that's really the main characteristics and features of the software. There's a whole lot more. Things that are also really important to know about GEMS is that we are here to support you as a grant writer. We offer quarterly masterclasses that are free to help you learn how to use your software to its maximum capability. And every time you attend a quarterly masterclass, you get a free month of gems towards your renewal. We have free coaching for subscribers. If they want to know how to use their gems better or they're having any problem, you can always get free coaching from us. We are here to support you. It is not our goal to get you to sign up and then make money off you not using your product. We want to help you reduce your burnout and decrease your stress, increase your productivity, and make grant writing joyful again. So that's our quick demo. I'm going to tell you a little bit about plans and pricing, and then we're going to open it up to questions. So as I told you, we have two basic packages. One is the Pro. That is for organizations. If you only need to manage one scope of work, you're looking at the Pro plan. It is $59 a month or $590 a year. So if you do the annual plan, you pay for 10 months and get 12. If you are a consultant and you are working with several clients, you want the premium version. The premium version is $79 a month or $790 a year. You will get internal team members and 10 external team member licenses. Those are for your clients. Or it might be for a subcontractor or a freelancer that's only working with one client and you don't want them to see the other clients, you can use them that way too. Or we have the Premium Plus. Now the Premium Plus is the premium platform, and it also includes the time tracker to track your productivity. It also includes double the file storage. So those are your plans. Those are your options for plans. And I think, however, we have a special going on now that I'm going to share with you. But before I get to our special, I'm going to tell you how you can get 25% off our already crazy low prices when you consider the amount of time that Gems generates for you and the amount of stress that it reduces for you. But I have even another special that I'm going to share with you in a minute. But I first want to take questions and answers. We've got a few minutes for questions and answers. Heather, do we have any questions?
Yep. I was answering most of the questions in the chat.
Oh, okay. So something that
just asked, when does the next version come out?
We do have a new version of Gems coming out in the early new year, probably late January. In fact, for those of you who are already Gems users, we have our Q4 Masterclass coming up on December 13th, and we will be previewing some of the new design and features of our Gems 3.0, and we will be allowing you to contribute to some of the unfinished design and feature decisions. So definitely want to be at that masterclass if you are already a Gems user. December 13th at noon, I believe. All right. So any other questions that people have? Any other burning questions that didn't get answered by Heather? Okay. Not, I'm going to move on and tell you how you can. I'm sorry, it's getting dark for me here because I have no electricity. And so I'm going to turn off my screen. So here's how you can get 25% off. We have a Giving Tuesday promotion going on through today, everyone. Our Giving Tuesday, happy Giving Tuesday, by the way, to everyone. Our Giving Tuesday promotion was if you did a demo before or by Giving Tuesday, you qualify for 3 months of free Gems on a new subscription, new subscriptions only, new annual subscriptions only, excuse me. So because you guys are doing the demo today, you all qualify for our Giving Tuesday gift. So if you subscribe by December 31st, you will get 3 months of free Gems. We will give you a coupon for 25% off. And the coupon code is Giving Tuesday 2023. Do we have the coupon code? Can you get the coupon code, Heather? Let's put that in the chat for everyone. So as long as you subscribe by December 31st, you can get 3 months of free gems. That means if you're really savvy, you could sign up for a free trial account today, tomorrow, or the next day. Get a full free month trial account. And as long as you pay for your new annual subscription by the 31st of December, you can take another 3 months free. And remember, the annual price already comes with 2 months free. So there you go. Sign up for a free trial today. Sign up for an new annual subscription before December 31st. And basically, you'll get a full year of gems for the price of 6 months. You can't beat it. All right. The last promotion I have to share with you is we have a free webinar coming up on December 19th. For consultants and freelancers called Contract Considerations. That is with yours truly, me. So if you'd like to register for that, the QR code is there. And I think I'm done talking. Oh, Fatma, thank you so much. Put the coupon code in for our Giving Tuesday special. And if I'm going to let us wrap up, are there any other questions or burning questions, comments? Anybody need anything? I'm going to stay online for a few minutes, and I am excited to say we finished a few minutes early. So please take the time, schedule a free consultation. If you need a one-on-one demo after today, or you're ready to sign up, you can also click on that and just put in there that you want to do a free trial, and we will get a free trial set up for you. Actually, can we put the support email in the chat? support@gemsgrantmanagement.com. You can bypass the scheduling app, and you can send us an email, and we'll help you set up a trial account and get you going. And other than that, I'm going to say thank you to all of you who attended today. I appreciate you coming, and I will stay on the line in case anybody has any last minute thoughts to share. Thank you so much. And I wish you a happy Giving Tuesday and a successful Giving Tuesday campaign. Happy holidays, everyone.